Not exactly my style.
I don't think that's anyone's style.
Is that an actual painting? I'm pretty sure that's an actual painting.
I think it is, yeah.
That kid looks older than the kid we see later.
You're spoiling everything!
It's called
I like
legal.
how it's all
It's
tense.
legal. It's gonna happen in this
And
episode.
then-
All clear in here.
And then you open the door and it's a coat hanger.
Oh, check the boxes.
Check.
Are they storing old books? Or are they storing tiny zombies?
I figured out where the ninja zombies are. They are right now standing on the transporter pad waiting for Scotty to beam them in wherever the writers.
Oh god, a mop!
What?
They're
What
crawling
happened?
quietly on the ceiling.
It's nothing. Just,
This is a really narrow house.
Can I just say that is A really ugly carpet, and B exactly the kind of carpet I would expect to see in an upper class home like this.
Good. Thanks.
is he okay?
This house has that kind of soulless class you see a
I'm
lot
really worried his leg might have gotten infected.
in middle to upper middle class
Don't suppose
homes.
you turned up any meds while you were poking around.
Nah, just dog food. And there's some whiskey in the back.
Where everything's very tasteful and expensive, and
Again,
kind of
That's
whiskey
soul
as a
bleaching brown.
disinfectant, come
How
on!
it is. It's okay, honey.
Do you
can
think
tell
Walter
us.
died before or after the zombies started?
Probably before.
He didn't look too decayed,
Go
so
ahead, Clem.
I'm gonna
It's
say
not
not
in
too
trouble.
far before.
Although, would
It's just a
anybody
friend.
in a zombie
I don't think he
apocalypse? I
wants
mean,
to
he
hurt
was
us.
nicely
What has he been
buried
saying to
and
you?
given a
have you
proper
been
grave
saying
and
to
not,
him?
you know, eaten or
I
something.
told him I was trying to find
Crazy.
my parents and that they were in Savannah. He really seems nice. I think he
I'll
wants
say
to
it's
help
kind of
me
weird
find
that they
them.
put like a
Clementine,
cross
honey,
on the
trust
grave.
me, that's
though.
not what he wants. He...
You don't know. Maybe the dog was Christian. Don't judge.
Lee, you need to get up here now.
What's wrong?
I wonder where they found
Kenny.
the priest for the dog to give him his last ride.
Kenny said he thought he heard something up there.
In
More
Homestuck,
wonderful
there's a thing
cinema.
where
He's up there.
oh, you know what? I'm gonna pass.
You
on
can't
the
get him to
reference.
come down.
This is kind of an important
That-
scene.
That is more great
Stay here.
cinematography, that dolly out, zoom in, or whatever you call that move, where you pull the camera physically away, but you zoom in, so it creates that weird effect of something like staying the same distance, but you're getting a wider field of view.
Also,
as
all
we
of
move
this,
away from the ladder.
once you're on the ladder, everything was using a lot of Dutch angles to sort of put everything off kilter as you slowly got closer and closer.
The fact that this moment is silent is very
You
important.
okay, man?
Yeah.
Silent aside from us talking over it like a bunch of jackasses.
Jesus. What the hell is that? Oh my god.
This is gut. This was even a little harder for me than Duck. This was just so twisted.
So what are we gonna do with this one?
Melee.
The best way is to get him to shoot it.
What the
Really?
hell happened to him?
Yeah, I can show it to you if you guys didn't do it.
I didn't.
See, Kenny is really guilty that he couldn't help Doug.
I can, Lee. Couldn't do it before.
That
do it now.
is, I believe that, but it's not very well conveyed here, and I think pretty much everyone thought that
It was your own
they were doing
son.
Kenny a favor by not putting him through that twice.
Who needs your help? You can
Yeah, I thought
you need to do this.
thought he couldn't go through it again. I thought you were doing him a favor by taking care of it for him.
And that wouldn't be so bad if this didn't tie into the overall end game of are you Kenny's friend or not.
And that explains it, because I
Up here and take a
made
spot
him
like that.
made him kill his own son, and then I killed this zombie. So I did what was worst for Kenny in both instances, and that turned him against me. And I got to the end, and I didn't understand
All that
why he
he probably died of
was
dehydration
really
before he
cold
stood up.
towards me.
Damn.
I like that it gives you the option to kick the zombie to death, even though you have a melee weapon.
Like we still might. What a way to live.
Put me to sleep with a kind boot, Mr. Fancy
I think
Man.
this is the longest contiguous weapon we've had, is the spike remover.
And that,
Here. This'll make it clean.
and that was just one of 3 that you could choose. So whatever it is, it's
Yeah.
the train weapon, right? So that's kind
Yeah.
of interesting. I wonder why they did
I
that.
know that you can.
I couldn't even help my own.
Like they let you choose this weapon that you only. It's not like it's a general weapon that you just bring out and start killing zombies with. It could have been anything, but they gave you the ability to pick it anyway. It's another thing they have to track. I wonder what the numbers are, like how many people had the spike remover or the wrench. I'll bet they have numbers for that.
I think they do. I think I saw it one. I think the wrench was the highest.
No, Kenny. On second thought, don't waste a bullet. Here, take my spike remover. Actually, I don't want you to get it dirty. Best way to do it, just jump right up and down on him.
So what happens if you don't
We should bury
get him to do this?
So hard. Oh, that's
I'll take
brutal.
care of it.
It's basically the same scene, but Lee does it.
Right, but how does Kenny react afterwards? Because I never did it by giving the gun to him.
Same
Or not
stoic
by giving
silence.
the gun to him, by doing it Lee. I'm just gonna
Which is-
stop trying to talk now.
It's one of the other reasons I didn't feel like I was making a decision on the is Kenny my friend or not thing, because you shoot him or Kenny shoots him and then Lee picks him up and you bury him in the backyard. That doesn't change, and Lee or Kenny doesn't act indignant when, you know, how dare you shoot him? I need to cleanse my guilt or whatever.
But doesn't it come up later?
To be fair,
Just
that
in
would
the generic. Just in the generic, you weren't always there for me kind of
Right.
way.
Okay.
yeah, because that would be tacky even by Kenny's standards to complain that you didn't let him kill a child instead of you.
I could have killed that boy, but you did it instead. You
It was my child,
son of a
big
bitch.
time. I could have made it into the big child murdering leagues.
I'm actually having a lot of trouble with this. This is just brutal. I forgot how brutal this sequence was.
Yeah, this
You know what
was
the
a really
worst part
powerful
is?
sequence.
The worst
They
part
make
isn't
you-
just when you're burying him. It's when later you see a crayon drawing that Clementine did of you burying him and looking sad.
And you could just look at the boy for as long as you feel like it. Or not.
The fact that they make you bury him is also...
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is like one of those things where it really increases the attachment to these sort of cutscenes, because it really is a cutscene, but the fact that you're driving it, you decide when stuff happens, makes it feel like more like you're doing it. Whereas if this was just a cutscene of Lee burying the kid and there was no interactivity, it wouldn't be as powerful.
Very true.
Mm-hmm. Although I was
There-
kind of anticipating the moment that's coming up in a second here, where you put in the third shovelful of dirt, or the fourth, and then it cuts away, and oh no, someone's watching.
This was the scariest
my-
moment in the game.
My wife screamed. This was horrifying. But now everyone in the audience knows it's coming, so...
Well, that's kind of why it's brought.
Yeah, and there's that guy there.
What really makes that scary isn't just the cut,
Hey!
although that was
Hey!
really scary, but the fact that it's in the middle of this really sentimental, quiet moment that really is paced real
Who are
slow,
you?
and then
What the
suddenly
hell
out of
do you want
nowhere
from
it's
us?
very tense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's going
it's
on?
very tense, and it also demonstrates the real thing about the zombie apocalypse is that you're never safe. Even when you're having your quiet moment, burying a child and trying to get a moment's peace,
Walker?
No.
you can still be harassed.
Took off like a
There are
bat
still
out of hell when I
dangers.
spotted him.
There are still
it a
threats.
man
They will
or a
never
woman?
give you a break.
Didn't get a good enough look.
What does it matter?
I'm wondering if it's the same guy who's been
Was that-
following
It
What
was
was the name?
definitely a man. I don't know about you, Lee, but I could tell.
Kenny?
I'm fine.
It was Bill Murray.
I'm fine. What's all the ruckus?
Like, I'm curious
You
how
saw
that,
someone racking
like,
stuff
that
out.
specific dialogue,
Who?
when he walks out
Can't
and
be
asks
sure.
what's going
He ran
on,
off
is
before I could
different
get a good look.
I don't like this one bit.
if you
Not
shoot the
one
boy
bit.
instead.
Me either. Walkers are one thing.
Man,
The
Kenny
thought of
looks like
someone out
shit.
there actually stalking us.
Alright, that's it. We've stuck around here long enough. It's time to get back on track. Time to get down to the river and find ourselves a boat.
I don't know if Omid's well enough to move yet.
Well, he better get ready, because I'm going down to River Street right now to find a boat. And as soon as she's ready to go, we're moving out.
I don't know if it's safe to leave just yet.
Why the hell not? Walkers look to have cleared out.
That's not all I'm worried about.
So you'd rather just hunker down here and just let whoever's out there keep us boxed in? Wait for them to starve us
this
out?
boat subplot
No
gets
thanks.
tired.
I hate to say it, but Kenny's right.
You're kind of waiting
He's
for the
not in
point
great
where
shape
you
to
just
move,
have to
but we
say,
can't do
Kenny,
anything for
we
him here.
can't
Without meds
have
or
a
doctor,
boat.
he's
It's
only
not
get
gonna
worse.
work.
All right. I'll head to the river with Kenny to scope
Kenny,
out
the
a
boat plan was
while you get
stupid
Omid
from
ready
day
to move.
one.
What about me?
You'll stay here with the group. You'll only slow
And you are
us down.
stupid for liking it.
Wait, can't I come? My mom and dad can't be far now. Maybe we can look for them on the way to the river.
We can't right now.
But you promised we'd go find them when we got here. On the train. You promised.
I know I did, Sweet Pea. I haven't forgotten. But Savannah's more dangerous.
And
than
this is
I
the
thought.
part where sort of white lies to
We all need to stick
Clementine
together
are
as a group.
starting to unravel.
Okay.
Daylight's
Yeah.
burning. Gonna go grab my gear, then we'll head out.
Come on, Clem. Let's go see if Omid
Wait,
needs
you have gear?
So,
It's simply
He
an
has to bring
alternate
his
trucker hat.
here?
I was gonna say it's his backup mullet. In case something happens to his primary mullet.
I'm worried about Omid. He's in bad shape. I need you to stay here. Keep an eye on him.
He's got Krista for that.
If it comes down to it, I can't rely on
Stay here,
Krista to
keep
do
an eye
what
on
she's
him. You
done.
come back, Omid is on fire, hanging out the second story
understand what I'm
window,
saying.
and then one of his arms is
I
missing.
don't even understand what you're saying.
Good.
Fun fact, no one can ever count on Ben for anything ever.
Mm-hmm. Hey Ben, what time is it? It's 12:30. Ben. No, what? It's okay. It's dawn. So. Oh man, no. We should totally take my crude estimation and form an elaborate plan based on it.
This was also kind of weird where you actually go into the big, like you're in the big city now. And this was kind of unsettling, although, I don't know, zombie lore has always made me think that this should be impossible, and I guess it's not. Like, wait,
Yeah,
we can
this
do
would be
this,
a
we can
whole
walk ar-
campaign of Left 4 Dead.
Yeah. We're just walking around a city?
Keep your eye out for Chuck.
I guess
There might
we
be
can do
waiting
that.
folks around here.
Yeah, sure. Son of a
Yeah, I
bitch.
mean, we've
That
made
bastard's
considerable
fucking with us
progress here.
again.
We haven't
It's
even
another
bumped
trap.
into zombie
No,
Jim
this-
Williams,
That's not the same
let
that was
alone an
before.
entire
This
horde
one's
of
further off. Whatever it is,
evil
it's gonna get the
flesh-eating
dead moving over
undead.
there.
And this, watching them shuffle
what in the hell is
around
going on?
on a side street, this was an interesting moment where you're trying to figure out what's going on inside this city.
I don't know, but
The game was kind of playing with your expectations. You wonder if this is related
Whatever,
to you
man.
at all.
I find whoever's doing that, I'll ring their motherfucking bell for them.
Good one.
Let's keep moving.
I like Lee's like almost condescending head pat towards Kenny's one line.
Still nothing moving behind us. I think we're... Oh my god.
Yeah, no
Moments
kidding.
like that.
There's no boat. What a fucking surprise.
There's gotta be.
It should just cut to the waterfront and it was nothing but luxury yachts, but there were
Sure
so
about
many
that?
of them that none of them could get
Look like
out.
it to me. We need to start thinking about a plan B.
This is the plan. It's the only one we've got, and you pissing on it in front of everyone like you did back at the house ain't exactly helping. Well, screw
Oh,
you.
come on.
I ain't giving up that easy.
Oh man, we tried as hard as we could, but Kenny still found something to bitch about.
This one might still be salvageable.
Oh yeah, it's only got a spike in it,
Be right about this.
but
I said it
I'm
might
sure we can make
be
it
a fucking
float
freak.
and
I'm a fishing
drive.
captain, not a miracle worker.
Ironically,
By this point, I'd
unrelated to this-
completely forgotten that he was a fishing captain
I'll
too.
check it out. You look
Yeah.
further along the waterfront. Maybe there's something at the other end.
I don't
That's the
think
part
we
where
should split up
I
too
kind of
far.
wanted to. I
have
actually,
to.
my
See
reaction
that
here was,
telescope?
you know
can
what,
see all the
Kenny,
way along
play with the boat for a
waterfront from
while.
right
I'm
here.
gonna look around and
See
see if
what you
there's
can
any
find.
items I can collect for later.
Okay.
Just distract
Clearly,
yourself for a few minutes.
the
please.
next logical step is to go to an airfield and find an airplane.
There's gotta be a Zeppelin. There's just gotta be.
If we can just get down to Austin, Texas, there's gotta be a rocket that'll take us straight to the moon somewhere.
Needs a quarter to work.
My plan is we find the Goodyear blimp.
Damn.
By the way, I realized that Houston is.
Why was
What?
that an option?
Why
No,
did he do that?
Why did you take it, Josh?
Well, you
wanted to see
using
what would
tool-
happen.
Using a tool on a device, you think, oh, is he gonna pry it open, try and get some coins out
Well,
or
it did
something?
say
But no,
bash.
donk. Oh, it did. Okay, I missed that.
Is this meant to be some kind of warning?
Probably just cracked the lenses. Good job, Lee. Quality work.
Shoot the walkers. Why is that an option?
Using walkers like scarecrows. What sick bastard.
I eventually tried to take that option because I got stuck here and I wanted to see what, like, you know, I'm like, okay, do I have to shoot them?
What the hell are these?
Do you get a game
So
over?
what happens?
They're all over the place.
It tells you, he's like, better not.
Oh, so it gives you an option and then doesn't let you take it.
Could be
Boo!
military tags, but what do they mean?
If only we had some of Larry's change.
Maybe there's some change in the drawer. Hello, beautiful.
Damn.
Empty.
If only we had another cranky septuagenarian to kill and loot his pocket.
I confess to making a line straight for the cash
Someone's
register.
already looted the place.
And then he's like, yeah, that would've been too easy. I'm like, you got me. You got me, game design.
Taking weeks to board
Me
up all
too.
these windows.
I did the same thing.
I don't mind those little moments.
No, I don't either. I do wonder how much this looks like Savannah.
Looks like it's
I mean,
still
I've never been anywhere near. I've never even seen a picture of it. I have no idea. Do they really have a newspaper called The Courier? I have no idea. But I'm curious if research was done for authenticity or if they were just like, yeah, city streets will just make some.
Yes, they do have a newspaper called The Courier.
siphoned, tires removed,
Nice.
engine parts missing. Looks like
And,
this
I mean,
thing's
you know-
been stripped clean.
I have also never seen the streets of Savannah, Georgia. I read a book
Someone must have been
that is
trying
like
to bag
about
up
Savannah,
on
Georgia.
Only things didn't go as planned.
It looks like how it was described in the book, if that means anything.
Yeah, stuff like this makes me wonder if, like, a team of like 5 people sat down for weeks poring over all these photographs, trying to get like this one little scene just perfect.
What's up with the
and
boat?
It
like
ain't gonna
we
work.
never notice.
Hull's
Like
cracked beneath
we
the
just
water
roll
line.
through. Oh yeah, it's
Someone
just a
stripped out the battery.
You can't fix it?
Yeah, I mean, as beautiful as Savannah, Georgia is, not many people know what it looks like.
What the?
I like
It's
how
not
we
like really
walked
featured
right
very often.
by the zombie wall and didn't notice it until the camera led us.
Abandoned, like every other place in this city. No sign of any boots down there.
He's really good at estimating human populations of buildings from several miles away.
Salvageable.
Across a river.
The Talmadge Memorial Bridge. Can't imagine how.
Well, he
many
just
people
named a
tried to
bridge.
escape across it when the city started.
I mean, he is from Macon, so I mean, he might come here sometime.
Oh, hey, look, it's Faith from Mirror's Edge.
Get down.
Oh no, Hunter!